Hey up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing good, hope you're doing great. This video is all about having a pet on a budget. Now as you all know, I love my Millie. She's definitely my world. As with all our pets, we'd be lost without them, and that's why I love them so much. We tell them everything, they don't answer back, they're fantastic. And for that we want to take care of them. Millie agrees. Now owning a pet can be expensive. But there is a lot of things you can do cheaply and on a budget. Now, the things I do for my dog can be completely different to how you do things for your pets. But the things I do are in my budget, and I'm happy with that. And at the end of the day, I've got the best care for her, and that's all I want because I want to live as long as possible. She's my furry child. Now, the first thing is pet insurance. Now, a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this one, but I don't like pet insurance. I think it's an absolute rip-off. Now, it does come in handy if the pet has some serious problems. Yeah, it can cover the cost for that. But a lot of the time, you're paying money for nothing. So what I do is I put money aside every week into a savings account just for her pet care. Now, if you haven't got the luxury of having a sinking fund like that for your pet, then yeah, probably pet insurance is the best way to go. But if you do go for pet insurance, shop around because some of them are extortionate. They really are. Try and get the best deal you can and definitely look at the small print because some things don't get covered with that pet insurance. And that's why I don't really like it. Next thing is find a vet that is good for you. Now the vet I've got is fantastic. I had a vet before. I was with them, and they was cheap, but they was really shoddy, and they did some things that I wasn't happy about, and so I changed. And this is the best one I've had, and I'm sticking with them. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive on stuff than the previous one, but they're good. But I'm happy with their service, and they look after her, and they care about their job, and that's the important thing. So I don't mind paying that little bit extra for better care. Now, with the vets I've got, I do a pet plan with them, which costs me about £13 a month. But that covers all her injections, flea tablets, worming tablets, you name it, covers all that. And it covers her for other things like when I've taken her in, they can look at her and not cost me anything. But obviously, it will cost me if anything needs doing, like she's unwell or something like that. Then I need to pay, which most vets do. Now, trying to find the right vet and anything they've got like a pet plan, definitely shop around and ask people who are with these vets, are they any good? What services do they provide? And same with other vets, just ask around and do your own homework and see which is the best for you. Now, if you've got a vet and you're not happy, then don't stick with them because it's cheap. Do what I did and move to someone else. Find someone who is best for you and best for your pet because at the end of the day, it's all about the care for your pet. Now, as for food, I buy Millie a great big bag of 20 kilo dry food, little pellets, and she loves that. And that lasts 2.5 to maybe 3 months, and that cost me about 20 quid. Now, you can get cheaper than that, but to me, that is really goddamn cheap, and that's why I'm sticking with it. Now, with food, you don't want to go dirt cheap. You want to go in the middle. You don't want to go too expensive. You don't want to go really cheap. If you sit in the middle there, you're going to get the best of both worlds because if you've got food that's really dirt cheap, it's not going to have a lot of the vitamins and things that you really need for your pet. And if you go too expensive, it's got the same thing as one in the middle. So just go for in the middle. And to me, 20 quid for 2.5 to 3 months of food is fantastic. I get that from my local shop. Now there is companies out there online especially that can do food medicated for your dog. Now one of these is tails.com, which are brilliant. The food is fantastic. I've used them before, but they can be expensive. And a bag of food will only last a month, and you're talking nearly 20 quid for that. So definitely on your food, do some homework and check around. Now with the food, I do buy supplements. I do have U-Move that I buy every month. I get a subscription, so it's cheaper, and it's just good for her joints and bones, which I need for Millie because she does have certain joint problems. Now you can do these things yourselves. You could buy turmeric and different bits and pieces and make your own supplements. But I really don't want to be doing that. I'm just, well, in all fairness, I can't be bothered. I'll just buy these U-Move ones, which, it's, what is it, 13 quid for a subscription every month. But they are really good for her, and I've seen a difference now she's been on them. She runs around like an idiot. The other thing is chews or treats or anything like that. Now, what I tend to do is I do buy biscuits for her, chews, and I buy the really big chews, but then I'll just snap them in half. So I've got two for the price of one. You can buy the real small ones, and they're near enough the same price as the bigger ones. So just buy the bigger ones, and you save yourself a bit of cash. And I don't buy any of these bones with the meat inside as a treat. I've got an old bone that's hollowed out, and what I tend to do is buy the cheap cocktail sausages that are already cooked, put them inside, give one to her, keeps her occupied for about half an hour to an hour. Same with toys. She's got loads of toys. I have spoiled her in the past, but I tend not to buy too many because she does destroy them, which she enjoys. But I don't go stupid on them, and I don't pay stupid prices. Now, when I buy toys and chews and treats and things like that, I tend to go to Wilko's. That is the main place I go to because it's nice and cheap there, and it's fairly good stuff. Or failing that, I go to Home Bargains or even Aldi's. Now, we did used to have a toothbrush for Millie for giving her teeth a good clean, which didn't go down too well. It's not a great experience with me and Millie. And it did disappear one day, and then I did find it. It was all chewed to bits. So I did try and look after her teeth, but yeah, she's looking at me now. If you can get away with it, then yeah, try and look after your dog's teeth. It's very important because I was quoted by vets to get her teeth done is between £300 and £500. Wow. And on something like that, you can shop around, but it's going to be roughly around about there. But she's 8 years old and her teeth are absolutely fine. Bit of tartar build up. They need a bit of a clean, but she's absolutely fine. Now, as for pet beds, she hasn't got a pet bed. She's got an old duvet and a duvet cover, and that's hers. But she sleeps with me anyway, so I share the bed with her. She occupies the whole bed, and I just have a little tiny piece. So maybe I'll have her duvet and she'll go on the bed, eh? There's just a few things that I do. Now, I've probably missed a load of things out, but there is some really good videos out there. Don't just look at mine. Go on YouTube, check other people's videos. They're more informative than me. This is just an idea of what I do. Now, if you can't hear Millie, she's fast asleep. Hold on. Well, she was asleep. Okay, Mill? Yeah. So yeah, guys, you can have a pet on a budget. You've just got to shop around and just be a bit savvy about it. And definitely don't cheap out on them because they are your pet, they are your life, and you want to look after them as best as you can. And really cheap food from the beginning, malnutrition, they're going to suffer later on. So look after them, guys. So with that, I'll leave you to it. So if you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the bell, like what you see, and until next week, cheerio. I shall leave you with a Millie montage.